Hello, and welcome back to me making fun little mistakes. Welcome back to Warriors Abyss. We are right here. Hopefully I don't f this one up. On the tier list. We're going to quickly run through it for Zurong. I've kind of recalibrated how I want to do certain things. Emblems. I think she has A, because I think Shu is a is a weaker emblem comparative to others. I think it's still a good emblem. She vastly is improved by the Shu emblem 100%. I think it's better when she's a support character. Makes it better for her. Makes it easier for her to be found by certain characters. But I think for her, Shu is not all... It does allow her to get barrier damage on top of being a brave general, but I don't know. There's just the status infliction, which she doesn't necessarily need. The 100% status infliction from Zhuge Liang, the guy with the fan. I have such a hard time with his name. But it's so hard to get him online because you need 10 Shu, 10 wisdom, and then Yue Ying, I believe is how her name is. Pronounced. You need her, which that's a whole other thing. Traits, I think, are actually A, because with Transcendence, I think there are other people that deserve S, even though that pains me that Yuan Shao and Chen Gong have a grade letter higher than her. I think that's fair, and then that kind of, both of those things kind of go into her build potential. To really take advantage of her traits, you need to go a flame build to get that 50% attack buff, which is why I think her build is B, because she has to go flame in order to really build up her potential. And it kind of locks her in just flame. Flame is phenomenal, it's strong, it's great, but I think, again, with Transcendence being very nitpicky about certain things, I think is fair, because everybody, I mean, the summon skills and stuff with Momiji, with Ryu, like all that, I think, it's much easier to get a build going. And I think that should make it a little bit tougher to get into A and to S, in my opinion, because everybody can do a lot of things very generically. And what can she do differently? I think that's, and I've just thought of that in this moment. On the fly. Everything else is the same. Technically, this rank, changing all these puts her into A rank, but I've changed the symbol to be italicized and underlined to denote to myself that I'm, because of my enjoyability but with using her, has bumped her up to S. So I think that makes her the bottom tier of S. So she's kind of the gatekeeper of getting out of A or getting into S. Like, are you better than this character? And this might change through certain things. It may be where it's like, you know what, maybe she is objectively an A tier, maybe top of A. She's either the toppest of A or the lowest of S. Basically, she is the gatekeeper, in my opinion, to be in S. Is this character better than Zhu Hurong? Then they are in S. That's how I'm using her. I think that is completely fair to have. Back over here on the actual game, and hopefully beyond all hope, I didn't mess this part up. I did the first recording. When I transferred over, you could still see the gameplay, but it wasn't the whole screen. And so I just decided to scrap that playthrough. I was going to go through with Musou and kind of, I guess, briefly show you somebody that has S tier traits just quickly since I'm on him. And I think things like this, especially in Transcendence, this is what looks like S tier. Well, this is what looks like S tier, in my opinion, because even barring Transcendence, He still has S tier. It just becomes even better. I think this is the threshold, or something close to the threshold, of what constitutes an S tier. But we are instead going to use Magouchi? This lady who's Oichi. So is it Magoichi? Magoichi Psycho? The guy with the gun. We're gonna go use him. So this is what his is before Transcendence. You get the 30% attack towards level boss enemies, a 5-second 5% attack speed when you interrupt a telegraphed attack, which is really decent. You're always going to be doing it because I think he has a phenomenal moveset. 50% attack towards burn enemies, and then you get 3% every time you aren't hit in a phase, to a maximum of 50. Now, the only thing that changes is the maximum for that secondary buff, the 3% attack, goes to 100%, which is serviceable. The attack speed is increased by 10% for 3 times the length of 15 seconds. This, I would have to say, is probably B tier. Because while it's good, it doesn't have that thing. Because if I'm putting Zuhurong in A tier, I think in order to get to A, you have to have something that either synergizes a little better, or like her speed emblems, increase the speed emblems by 50%, something close to that. I think that's fine. His emblems are phenomenal. Independent, Master Gunner. Well, Independent, Master, you don't really get anything from him with Master. Well, no. Master Gunner gives you barrier damage. Toyotomi gives you barrier damage, and so does Brave General. Independent is a good, a buff from Yumiya, I think it is. His summon skill, which is where I think he really shines a little bit better than he did before, was an increase to Master Gunner and now Independent by 50%, which I think is pretty phenomenal, or decent enough. Gives people that have that, some attack buff. I think it's serviceable. He is one of my favorite characters. He was like the second person I ever put in S next to MYS, because MYS is S tier. But I know this might be controversial. I don't think his traits are S tier, which might seem counterintuitive, because of the bestows a random emblem for every 6 levels, which is good, but that's like on average about 5, maybe 6, but it's like 4 to 5 easily extra emblems you're getting at the end of a run. But characters like her, who get like a 50% for every speed emblem, or something close to that 50% of for whatever emblem you have, that's like almost equivalent to 5, and I don't put that in S. So, and the fact that it is random, I mean, you get to pick between 3, but I don't know. But I want to use somebody that feels great. Well, he will once we get 4 skill emblems. I'm kind of annoyed that he doesn't have that ability. A 50% increase to skill, mostly because he has 2 skill. Like his emblems are 2 skills. I don't think I finished that thought. I think his emblems are something. We're gonna go this way. I think she's all great, and we'll go speed. I think his emblems are S, because Toyotomi I think is really strong. I think it's one of the strongest emblems in the game, in my opinion. In my humble opinion. I think they are phenomenal. We'll take the Vigor. Yuejin. That would just be really good. I don't know. Well, he's good for the speed and flame emblem. That's gonna be great. Let's go flame. We definitely want some flame. He's not going to be all that great if he's not getting flame on people, burn on people. But yeah, his hyper combo 5 that's gonna hurt. Is pretty good, and his Musou is phenomenal. It is one of the best. I mean, his Musou is S tier, maybe even a tier higher. We're definitely gonna go with Yukimura Sanada. I mean, that'll be great. Okay. So we got his online, because all you need is, because of his starting ability, or his starting emblems, I should say. Evasion? Yeah. Because he starts with 2 skill emblems. Whee! Look at that. Look at that. Oh. That Hyper 5 is phenomenal. That will go Wisdom. Anyway, since he starts with 2 skill, you only need 2 more skill emblems, which is so good. So good. And maybe that's something that should be put into his build potential, because you can get, or maybe moveset, you know, I don't know. Moveset, I would have to say, is S 100%. What am I? No. Let's charm, sped, shoe. So we'll pick this one because it buffs Yukimura. Oh my god! Look. This is garbage. I'm gonna guess Karma Embers is the better option here. Look at that. So effort. I mean, it's so good. It's so good. And the fact that all you need is 2. 2950. Wow, that was a lot. Let's go strength. I'm gonna think who could be in there. Oh, tell me. Nobuyuki? What's his name? Something Yuki. Yuki Sanada. I think it's your Yuki. Oh my god. Yukimura's brother? Almost said sister. That could be good. Some effect that this guy doesn't get another emblem. I think that was probably making him too broken. What do we want? Western strength. Definitely don't really care about that. Yes, Nobuyuki Sanada. I'd say Sonata, but maybe it's Sonata. Sonata. That sounds better. Sonata sounds weird. Sounds like something Sinatra. Fee fi fo fum. Do I take the? You know what? We'll just take Hojo. We'll just take Hojo. I think that is decent. I don't think there's a Hojo here. There is not. I need Hojo to get that online because I don't have to really worry about Brave General. I'm gonna get Brave General. The Hojo. I think the only other 2 Hojos I know of are Katara. Yeah, right. The Fuma guy, the demonic-looking noodly arm guy. Him, and then Kai. Yeah, Kai. And she's Vigor and Flame? No, Vigor and Thunder. She's either Vigor and Thunder or Vigor and Bolt. I know she's a Vigor. No, she's Vigor. One thing I always look at, his face is so weird, and I don't know why. They gave him that little portrait. It really looks like he's about to vomit, and he's trying to hold it in. Like, trying not to think about it, but he knows deep down he has to vomit. It kind of looks like, I had to look it up. It took me a while to figure out who he's reminding me of, but he reminds me of Gary Shandling. He was that one senator in Iron Man 2. Kind of like the douche nozzle. Let's hear everybody. ult skill. We'll take this. Take the vigor. No, stop that. Stop it. We are having fun. So. I don't think so. I don't think so. So strong. He is so strong. So effortlessly strong. He's so good. He is definitely S tier. He is definitely better than Zero. Okie dokie. Rerolls. Uses Tears of Blood by 30%. Ooh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. I did a run through. What was I using? I think it was Sunsei or Sunsa, however it's pronounced. Like dude with the tonfas, which it was a phenomenal run. But this thing was buffed, but it was buffed differently. I forget what it was. It wasn't just increasing your max HP by 30%. It was something completely different. I do love. You know what? I love rerolls. And I don't know if there's a bug going on, but I have a record of sin that increases my rerolls by 20, but I don't see it. Like, it only shows that I have 12 rerolls, so I don't know if traversal levels reduce the reroll, which is weird that it would reduce it to negatives, but I should still have 20 even if it reduces it. Ugh. I don't think so. Nope. Oh my goodness, right I'll just end it. Oh, really? Oh, really? I don't think so. Ow. Dickcock. You're a dickcock. Give me that healing. I will take that healing. Oh, crystal bead. This guy. Kataro. I knew Kataro was wrong. Kataro Fuma. So that gets Yujiyaso Hojo online. So I now have barrier damage. So we are sitting pretty. I will not use a crystal bead for a generic one. Who can I get here? Let's go wind. Let's go wind. I think it's a slight better one. Even though I want flame. Flame is where it's at. I definitely want to be able to get my attack up. Now, the first time I saw this move, because at first I thought his moveset was a little underwhelming. I really thought it was a borderline not. It was okay. It was like a B tier. And it's probably closer to an A tier, like objectively speaking. Symbol gauge. I do love Motochika. But I do love Takakage Kobayakawa just a little bit better. And I don't think it is worth it. See, I don't know why that reduces my battle power, because this is not like she's online, and April Showers is not, I mean, it's a great summon skill, don't get me wrong, but it's not phenomenal. Phenomenal. Alright, I need to get more flame. That's what we need to aim for. And I don't think there's any flame slay. Flame slay? Flame. No. Let's go this way. Even though slay is probably objectively the better one. Watch this. See, look at that. That was great. Whee, whee. Look at that. And I already have another Musou. Look at that. Just look. It's so disgusting. It is so disgusting. Ugh. This Toyotomi. Well, that other guy I was thinking of, Nobuyuki. Actually, I didn't want him because he only does status infliction for Sonata. Oh, I was wanting him for that. And this guy apparently is better than I thought. I don't know if I said that on a video, if I just noticed it. The fact that this increases Musou gauge by 5%, and I think his transcendent ability is by 7% for every Oda. I thought it was only 2 Oda emblems, but it's just 4 every Oda emblem, and that is so good. Especially if you're already going to get Oda emblems. Let's go this guy. I think that guy is objectively the best choice. I need a Uesugi, I believe. Yep. He's a Uesugi, and then Keiji is a Uesugi. So we go bigger. We go bigger. The bigger. Oh, that breakdance ability. I mean, you know, scientifically speaking, I don't know how he's able to do that with the bullets. I don't know how he's able to fling multiple bullets with just one, you know, one of those, weird thing to be able to do with a gun. Let me get my Musou back. Got my Musou back. Bop, 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 bop. But it is so much fun. I just love this dude. Is so much fun. He is so much fun. And I think that's why, because he's so much fun, even though I only ever use this one combo, the hyper combo 6, I guess is what it's called, or 5, what it's technically called. I guess we'll take this. Is this slightly better than the other one? I guess I should add him on. Brave General. None of these are like super great. I don't see why this is such a downgrade. Granted, I don't have him online yet, but River Shower's ice, but status infliction. He's not a Kanata, so there's no reason to take that. Do I get it? I need 2 more, but this gives me another thing of barrier damage. But I don't think it's necessary. Probably regret that. Especially if I don't. I did. Nah. No! Oh, fuck me! Oh, so she is Vigor Bolt. Oh, the wrong effing button. Oh, I get hurt twice in a row, but I can't find... thank you, Kenshin. Let me hit the right button this time. Oh. Oh, the dagger. You know what? We'll use the... I don't really need you. See if I can find Toyohisa. Yes. Oh, God, that was like almost brutal. Ah, it was terrible. Dance was terrible, so we'll take you out. Then we can come up here. Super slowly take him out, because we don't really need him. Let's put you here. Gojo's online. I need 2 more flame. I need 7 more flame for him to be useful. I don't really care. Well, actually, I don't really need him. I just needed him for the Uesugi. I don't know why I put him on my team. Whatever. Whatever. It's not necessary. Let's go the tree sapling, the generic one. The generic one. I gotta start thinking of things to talk about. And the only thing that comes to my mind to talk about right in this moment is whoa. Wow, that was intense. The thing I'm talking about right now is how he went from 55 kills to 155 kills. That was insane. Shield, Ice, Tokugawa, that doesn't really help me. I guess we go Goemon. I'm pronouncing it Goemon, but Rogue Dumps pronounce it... It almost sounds like he's saying Gomamon. So Goemon? I don't even know how to pronounce it. Let's go for the mission. Maybe get a weapon out of that. Anyways, the only thing I can think of talking about right now is my absolute hatred for Kingdom Hearts 3. And I have no idea why. But I absolutely despise that game with all of my body. I despise it so much that I watch... Oh, what is that YouTuber's name? Something Uncle, like You're Not My Uncle or Uncle Game. Oh, he has like an almost 6-hour video talking about how much he doesn't like Kingdom Hearts 3. Definitely gonna have to pick the flame. And I have to say, I disliked Kingdom Hearts 3 story-wise so much. I disliked that game so much with all of my heart, the story, that it dropped Kingdom Hearts as a series for me by a lot. Kingdom Hearts as a series used to be my favorite series. 100% hands down, I loved Kingdom Hearts. And I would freak the f out if I couldn't play, like, I remember back in 2007 when there was a supposed, like, I think it was supposed to come out in like January or something. And it was, I don't know if it was technically postponed, but basically it wasn't until March or so that I was able to get it. Maybe it was close to the end of 2006. I don't know, can't remember now. How I remembered it is different than how I think it actually happened, because I remember getting it on a Wednesday. I loved Kingdom Hearts 2. I think objectively it's not as good as Kingdom Hearts 1. I know that's blasphemy. I don't really care. It's all about my enjoyment. And I think objectively Kingdom Hearts 2 is where the story took a downturn and became too convoluted. And I don't care what anybody says. I have so many other names in my head going. I don't know who created... Oh, I should look it up. What is this? I know it starts with an M, but I feel like I'm about to say the person that created Dragon Ball Z. Gamora? Haha, the power of pausing. Tetsu Nomura. I knew Nakamura wasn't right. Pretty sure that's somebody's name. But Nomura. I knew it started with an N. Or one of his names started with an N. A lot of people like to give him way too much credit. Kind of like they do Oda, the creator of One Piece. Where they've had things so far thought out at the very beginning of their series. And they had this whole thing going. And oh, they had this whole plan. No, maybe by Kingdom Hearts 2, he started cooking up some ideas, and then later that just kind of developed more and more, but he didn't have all of these planned out in Kingdom Hearts 1. It's like Oda didn't have all that things planned out at the very beginning. He probably had like a rough draft of how he wanted to end it. I'm pretty sure that's in some interview that he's known since the beginning of how he wanted to end it, but how he's getting there has changed 100%. Let's just take him. I mean, it's just for the emblems, more so for the speed and the vigor one. But a lot of people like the scene for Kingdom Hearts 1 when you're in Tarzan's world, the deep jungle, and at the very beginning, where you gather the slides, and then you see the picture of oh my god, look at that! You see the picture of Hollow Bastion, aka Radiant Garden. You see that, and everybody in your heart is drawn to it with Sora, or Sora's heart's drawn to it, and clearly that's because of Kairi, who is from Hollow Bastion, Radiant Garden, is from that place. As we find out later in Kingdom Hearts that she is from Hollow Bastion. And a lot of people are like, oh, it's because of, or some people have that, but like, oh, it's because of, what is his name? Ventus. Like, why would it be Ventus? Why would Ventus's heart over Kairi's heart? Ventus visited that place for maybe all of like an hour. Maybe a few hours. And that's pushing it. Versus somebody who lived there for 4, 5, maybe 6 years of her life. So weird. But anyways, yeah, once you know, Kingdom Hearts 2, great. I think it's a great, you know, it's still a great game. I just don't like the combat as much. But I think it's just because I suck at it. But it is 100 times better than Kingdom Hearts 3, 100%. Even though I do like the combat in Kingdom Hearts 3, and the reason I like the combat in Kingdom Hearts 3 is because you can button mash. And I love button mashing. I don't like being technical with my button mashing. I get in my head and I fumble it, and you know, we're just gonna take this. But the story in Kingdom Hearts 3, you can love Kingdom Hearts 3, but you cannot tell me the story is anything worthwhile. It is so, I think, objectively speaking, if your story gives the audience, wow, that was almost 200. It gives the character, or gives the audience more questions than it answers. It's objectively terrible. If for every question it answers, there's 10 to 50 more questions, I think you're objectively making it too convoluted for your audience, and I don't like that. From a personal opinion, I do not like that. We're gonna take fire, or take flame. What is this? No, it's generic. I think that's so stupid. I do love, I mean, I guess somewhat spoilers. I guess at this point, it's been 6 years since the game came out. So if you haven't played it by this point, or at least already been spoiled, this is your own fault. Oh my god, it's so far-reaching. But the reveal that, what is his face? Zigbar is actually, whoa, that did a lot of damage. That Zigbar is actually Lucio, the Master of Masters, like, right-hand apprentice or whatever. That was kind of shocking. I didn't see it coming. Maybe some people saw it coming. Not me. The only thing I'm calling is the fact, oh, what is his name? The guy with the guitar. I forget his actual name. Dimix is, I think that's his nobody's name. Whatever his actual name is. I think we only know him as Dimix. Oh my god! Wow! I got hit by something and it was not pleasant. Boy, this is traversal level 4 ashore. Definitely taking the flame. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm getting my ass handed to me. That's who I'm calling. Something like, he is tied, Dimix is tied to the Master of Master in some aspect or another. I don't think I can really afford taking this one, but we shall take it. Hopefully we don't have to dodge. You know what, we're gonna rely on my symbol gauge. That's what we're gonna rely on. Can't afford to take that big of a hit again. Take that 5 damage, let's take 100 damage. Ba, 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 ba. But I think Dimix is something, he's tied to the Master of Master in some regard. But yeah, the whole, it was so good. The whole, what is it called? Like the Unreal world and the Unreality, whatever phrase they call the new, wherever Sora is at the end of, or I guess the beginning of 4, wherever that place is. But I thought the story was absolutely garbage. And it was such a poor ending to the, what is it, the Secret of Darkness arc or whatever, the Xehanort arc. I think they made Xehanort absolutely fucking pathetic. It's so stupid. Like, leading up to Kingdom Hearts 3, he was in that realm where it's like he was seeking knowledge and he did it for selfish reasons. Because I can't remember which game it is. I want to say it's the one right before the fragmentary, the one with Aqua, the objectively shittiest character of all time, in my opinion. I think that's for the flame. No. Man, I am getting unlucky. I'm getting just all generic ones. I pick something that I made it. Anyways, alright, tangent. 5,000 crystal bead or charm. What is my charm looking at? Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take a crystal bead. I think that'll be better than risking losing or risk hitting nothing. What was I talking about? Anyways, but that one where she's in the realm of darkness. That game. Fragment. I think Birth by Sleep. Point 2. Whatever that stupid title name is. The game that came out right before Kingdom Hearts 3. I think it's in that one, or it's in Dream Drop Distance. I don't know. It's in one of them. One of the secret reports from one of those games. It just shows Xehanort really just like, hey, I'm curious what is behind, Kingdom Hearts. You know what? We're gonna use all the crystal beads here. Charm. And I don't care what I have to do in order to get there. My morbid curiosity just can't be rivaled, and I will harm whoever it is. You know, just making him evil, which is fine. You know, people being evil for evil's sake is a fine line, but I think it's better than the justifiable evil people, because those people, you have to really make, you know, have their writing really good to make it, you know, the justifiable evil guy. A lot of people like to think Thanos in Avengers is justifiable evil, and I definitely do not. I think he is justifiably a dumbass. I feel like I've mentioned that before. I don't know. He just has no forethought beyond in 5 seconds. Anyways. But I love the way Xehanort was just being portrayed as just like, I don't care who I fuck over, I'm learning the truth. And I got another crystal bead. What the? This is about to be broken to shit. So we're gonna take him. This for the door. We're gonna take him for the flame. Probably. We're gonna take him because it's 2 charm. We're gonna take him because he has speed as well. We're gonna take him because why the would I not? And then we're gonna take him for the flame. So we are sitting pretty on people. He is not online though. He is, and he's gonna be better than Kenshin. So anybody else that would be good? I don't think so. You're online, you're online, you're online, you're online. Oh, he's not. Oh my goodness. Well, I feel like a dumbass. I don't think I'm gonna find any strategists in here. Maybe I should have taken Motochika. What was I talking about? Anyways, loved Xehanort to a certain point. You know, loved him more before Kingdom Hearts 3 than I did after. And through all intents and purposes, he should have won. He should have won. Like Kingdom Hearts 3, the only way I would have liked Kingdom Hearts 3 from the story point, especially how they written it, the way they went about it, Xehanort should have won. He should have won. Kingdom Hearts 3 does the thing that I hate the most in story writing where, oh, good guys win because they're good. I think that is the laziest way of writing on the planet. Good guys should win because they're better. Not because they're good, but because they're better. They're just... I don't like storytelling where the good guy wins just because they're good, and good always prevails over evil. I think that one is a bad moral lesson, because sometimes good guys, or the good guy, you know, objectively speaking, they don't always win. Sometimes the bad guy wins. And we can see that in real life. And do I have... Hold on. Before I waste anything, is there any strategist? I don't think there should be. In vigor. Oh, what? Just because people have a lot of vigor doesn't mean they can't be smart? That seems a little limiting. I think I can... Is there a better option here? There is. There objectively is. And the answer is, I was about to say, the question is, can we get it? Can we get him? And we did. So I am about to delete any barriers I come across. Any and all. We're gonna put him on. I think this is gonna be the better option. But the only reason Sora and the gang win from being absolutely annihilated by one of Xehanort's mini personality, another aspect that I goddamn hate, and the way they do time travel is asinine and bullshit. It's so fucking weird. I guess I agree with it more than I do with other versions of time travel. I think time travel as a concept is so stupid in storytelling, especially people going into the future and affecting whatever. I guess it's more unique. I guess I don't hate it as much. I still think it's stupid though. Musou charge. See, this thing is my favorite. I love the Dakei vessel, which is how I'm going to pronounce it. See, what am I looking at for taking this? Gives me more karma, which could be decent. Thinking this gives me more tears of blood. Thinking this gives me faster Musou charges, but I mean, I guess a peach tree. So I think I'm picking this one only because it gives me a higher option to not run across peach tree. You know, since I only get two options, eliminating peach trees from appearing, which I'm never gonna take. So it eliminates those. So it's one thing to think of. This, and then likely, you know what, we're gonna take Blondbird. I think objectively that is a better choice. Though I did look it up, I didn't have to make a little pause, but the guy I was thinking of that did this almost 6-hour-long video on Kingdom Hearts 3 is Ask Your Uncle. Phenomenal YouTuber. He has 3 videos on Kingdom Hearts. One that goes over, I think, essentially Kingdom Hearts 1.5, like everything in that. And then his second video goes over everything on Kingdom Hearts 2.5. Every part of that. And then he has the other one that goes over Kingdom Hearts 3. The other two are a fraction. Like, those two together are still like a third or a fourth as long as his one on 3, because he really dislikes it. Well, I don't want to put words in his mouth. I don't think... it's kind of unfair to say that he really dislikes it. I guess I'll lower my attack speed. These are all kind of sucky. But he wasn't... He's upset with what it could have been. You know, a waste of effort. Because as the overall takeaway from that video. That is the overall takeaway. I've watched it multiple times, while playing video games or on car rides. I thoroughly enjoy it. I always recommend it. We'll always recommend it. And he's funny. And I think his analysis is spot on. Mostly because I agree with him. So. But the whole point of Xehanort, in my opinion, was he was just evil. I don't want to say evil for evil's sake, but he was just evil out of just morbid curiosity. And he just didn't care who he harmed. But then in Kingdom Hearts 3, he actually is secretly a good guy, and he just was tired of seeing the darkness in the world and wanted to bring more light. I'm like, what? Where is this sappy shit coming from? No, he wasn't. There was no indication that he wanted to, explore Kingdom Heart and become a necessary evil in order to make the world a better place. There is no indication. Like, you can't just make him quote-unquote likable at the very end in story. Like, that doesn't make any sense. You're full of shit. Like, I disliked it. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I was gonna say, why am I saying a peach tree? I didn't think the ding vessel. And that whole story, like, the best part of Kingdom Hearts 3 is the Pixar worlds, minus Ariandel, which really hurts me because I love snow areas. I think snow areas are the best part of any game, but not in that game. Not in that game. That game I can hate it. Mostly because I don't like Frozen as it is. And all that gameplay for that world is go up a mountain, get pushed down the mountain. Go back up the same mountain, get pushed down that same mountain. 3 times. And then my favorite world was Pirate's World, even though objectively it is the worst retelling of a story. Like, if you've never seen Pirates at World's End, Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End, watching it through Kingdom Hearts 3 is gonna confuse the ever-loving shit out of you. Oh, it's so terrible. It's like comically terrible. We'll take the cooldown. But I loved the exploration aspect of it. It was very enjoyable. Did not love the story in general, because the story essentially can be summed up by, like, if you just took the story aspect of it for Kingdom Hearts 3, you could play up through the Colosseum, where Sora has to read whatever he has to do, the tutorial level as it is, to find the strength that he loses because of Dream Drop Distance, because he has to lose his strength somehow. I guess that is one thing I will give it credit for. Every story, there's a reason why Sora is back to level 1 or weaker than the previous story, or then comparative to the end. Like in Kingdom Hearts 1, he's super strong, but then Kingdom Hearts 2, he's weaker because of the things that happen in Chain of Memories. And then he's weaker in Chain of Memories because of Castle Oblivion, all that stuff. And then Kingdom Hearts 3, he's weaker because of Dream Drop's Distance, because him Onlif's falling to the darkness, even though he was overpowered. And it's not fair to whatever. It's whatever. And then he does have more character development, but now he's like a fucking idiot. It doesn't make any sense. Like, wait, what? Why is he being portrayed as an idiot? Let's take the butterfly and let's I don't have him on, do I? No. I think we'll take a 5% attack. I think there's just a lot of things going against him. Well, I guess we'll take the peach tree, because I'm not taking another cauldron. I'm not gonna get anything out of it. Boy, this sucks. I guess I'll take some more HP. I just randomly picked this one for whatever reason. Didn't even pay attention. There was a flame one. Oh, I'm so mad at myself. But essentially, you could just ignore all the worlds in Kingdom Hearts 3, story-wise, and you wouldn't miss anything. Wouldn't miss anything. But the whole point of why he's going through the stories is to figure out how to get to Ventus to get the power of waking. But he's had power of waking since the beginning of the game. And there was no reason for him to have to do any of that. But then how he's using the power of waking is quote-unquote wrong. And I forget how it's wrong, but he's technically doing it backwards, which is, I guess, taboo for whatever fucking reason. And I feel disjointed talking about this goddamn game. But the one core concept that is hammered in so much in Kingdom Hearts 3 is friends are your strength, and just because you don't have your friends physically beside you does not mean that they aren't still part of your strength, right? Because the whole point in Toy Box, where they don't have all of their friends, but they're still within our hearts. We don't have to physically be able to touch them, but just thinking about them will give us strength, and so on and so forth for all the other worlds. And yet, at the very end, well, I say the very end, but the very point where they all lose from one guy from freaking, what is his name? Or the fan name, Terranort? I think that's what I think that's the fan naming of it, but Terra that's been possessed by Xehanort takes them all on. Like, he effortlessly defeats the entire group. Like, well, no. I mean, he does kind of solo all of them, but then Donald shows up and does Mega Flare? No, Zeta Flare. Does Zeta Flare. And I guess kills himself in the process. Never really understood what happened in that moment. And then they're overwhelmed by the Demon Tower. Hey, look, I got Yumiya's weapon. But they all get bodied by that, and then they slowly take out everybody else and leaves Sora and Riku last. Technically, I guess Riku's last, but whatever. But as everybody is being taken out, I know when Aqua gets taken out, at first I used to hate that, but then I realized she had PTSD when she saw the demon tornado. And so I was like, okay, she lost the will to fight. I get it. She's still recovering from being trapped in the world of darkness, granted by her own fucking, like, she did that to herself. But still had PTSD because of that. It just doesn't make any sense that Sora just immediately gives up. I mean, immediately. Not that he's overpowered, he just gives up. He's like, my friends, I don't see them anymore. Oh, I can't do this. What? What was the whole moral, the whole parable that we're supposed to be learning from this entire thing? The big lesson that we're teaching the player of my friends are my strength, and my friends, even if they're not physically beside me, are going to empower me, and all I have to do is think about them, and I'll be strong. Like, we forgot the whole reason why we went to all those Pixel worlds. And it's just so stupid. And then the fact that Xehanort at the very end, I mean, on the very end, Xehanort has a random come to Jesus moment with, oh, I've forgotten the guy's name, the guy that's voiced by Mark Hamill. Oh, what is his name? I really don't care. The teacher to Terra, Aqua, and Ventus, that guy. Couldn't tell you what his name is right now. Couldn't even remotely tell you what his name is. And quite frankly, I don't really care what his name is. Didn't say dumbass, I guess. And how he just comes up out of nowhere. I say out of nowhere, I mean, it makes sense that he was in Terra's heart. Because he was in Terra's heart. Because Terra killed him. But Terra was also tricked by Xehanort. Because Terra's a dumbass. I don't know who I hate more, Terra or Aqua. Am I joking? It's Aqua. I think she's the dumbest character on the planet. And then, another aspect that I hate about Kingdom Hearts 3 is the fact that they have a hyperbolic time chamber in that forest that both Axel / Lee and Kairi go to in order to train. And then we immediately forget, not that we forget about it, but they train in a timeless dimension, but nobody else trains in this timeless dimension that is apparently unaffected by Xehanort, or at least Xehanort is unaware of it. It's outside of space and time. Like, no, they never, Lee and Kairi are never affected by anybody or attacked by anybody in this realm. And yet, why did we not? Why didn't we use that? Why wasn't that something we used? For like everybody to train in. Riku, Mickey, Sora. Why weren't we over there? Why didn't Sora go there to train, to get the power of waking, to then get Aqua, to then get Ventus? No, we just had to go dick around in planets for no reason, in different worlds, and watch the bad guys monologue to us and not really do shit. Which was, again, completely pointless. Until the end of the game, when you fight them all at once. And not throughout the story like they did in Kingdom Hearts 2. No, we again just dicked around in planets. Not even learning any type of lesson. Just... Oh, the more I think about that game, the more angry I get. I think it is objectively a terrible game. And while I will 100% play Kingdom Hearts 4, I'm not super ecstatic about it. I mean, it is what it is, I guess. Ow! Get caught. Oh, where do you think you're going? Bitch. Okay, can die. Yeah, I can. Ooh, I don't like Kingdom Hearts 3. Did watch one video of that. Loves Kingdom Hearts 3. I obviously don't share his sentiment as much. He doesn't like any type of criticism to Kingdom Hearts 3. If you love Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean, all the more power to you. I love Final Fantasy 13, not for the story, but I love Final Fantasy 13. Ow. And it is objectively kinda ass. So you can like terrible games, like, and you can like it for different reasons, for games that I think are terrible. But I am 100% in my right to think Kingdom Hearts 3 is a shit game. Especially for all the hype. And I do mean all the hype. Every bit of that hype. And the hype was real. Oh my god, I was looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, I was looking forward to it. And I think I requested time off to play Kingdom Hearts 3, but I was not interrupted. I may not win. I'm just gonna say that right now, I may not win. I will probably die. Ah, give me the peach, give me the peach! What hit me? What hit me? Oh, I was like, sweet summer child. Oh, get me out of that. This isn't going very well. Well, this is really not going very well. I don't think I'm winning this. I truly don't think I'm winning this. Oh my god. Nope. Nope, there goes that. I was too focused on Kingdom Hearts. I mean, this was the first time trying Traversal level 4. I'm pretty positive. Well. Yeah, we'll get it next time. Definitely didn't just stick for, you know, an hour. I guess I saw it. Okie dokie. Even though I lost, and mostly because I was just not fully paying attention, probably could have won there. I went the wrong direction when I ran into the spike. It's fine. It's fine. It's whatever. I got close to the end. I don't think me losing is gonna affect his ranking at all. So here we go. I'm just checking something real quick. I'm pretty sure I'm recording this. Okay. His emblems are S tier. No doubt in my mind, his emblems are S tier. They are phenomenal. His traits we're gonna give B. So while, you know, 50% attack with burn, he does have access to a 100% status infliction through Kinbei. I think it's Kinbei. I still think it's B because he just doesn't have anything else like going for him, and it's kind of geared to one thing. His build potential, I'm not gonna give B. I'm gonna give A because I mean he has Master Gunner for barrier damage. He has Toyotomi for barrier damage. He has something else, Brave General for barrier damage. Which actually, now that I think about it, I had 3. I think I had 3 because I had the Master Gunner barrier damage. I had Hojo's barrier damage. I'm pretty sure I had Uesugi's barrier damage. Surprised I wasn't doing more barrier damage. But I'll give his build potential and all that stuff an A because it's so wide. It's varied. Like there's always something he's going to be able to take advantage of. He's going to be able to get some attack buffs from something. Or barrier damage, or status infliction. Maybe not from anything, that's only from Toyotomi, but I think it's putting in anything less than A just seems mean. Moveset, we're gonna give S. It's probably closer to an A since I more so heavily rely on his Hyper 5 or 6, whatever it's called. Basically, I'm gonna say Hyper 5. It's the one that unleashes the 5th formation slot summoning skill. So to me, it's Hyper 5. I still think it's S, mostly because all you need is 2 skill emblems, because he already starts with 2, and you automatically have it. So it's not... Yeah, I think if you had to get to it, it's probably closer to an A, but since you can get it so quickly, it's I think, objectively an S. Musou, definitely an S. I don't know if he's bugged in some way, but you gain Musou so quickly. I don't know if it's because he just hits a lot of people, and that combo, his Hyper 5, when he just shoots a thing and it just sends like a wave, and it just kind of trickles through all the enemies. and it builds so quickly, especially in later stages when you have like you can't move without an enemy being up your ass. And then my enjoyability for him is definitely an S. I mean, I did die, but that's not his fault. Not his fault that I sucked. Right? We're gonna definitely 1, 2, 3, 4. Divided by 6. Yeah, 5.5 is definitely warranted. He is definitely an S tier character. I would say he's 100%. You know, he's better. He's more enjoyable to use than Zurong. 100%. Again, because you're not as limited on your build potential. What did we put? No, she's up. Yeah, because I put her build potential in B, because she is limited on what she can do and what she really needs. While yes, you need burn, it's not as reliant on just like she has Shu. Like he doesn't need Toyotomi in order to do things. And status infliction is great, but I don't think that's enough to bump you up one. I think barrier damage and the fact that he has so many barrier damage is insane. And I think but because and maybe you can argue that his build potential and all that stuff is S because of his emblems. He has so many. And because his emblems, especially for skill, allow him to get to his moveset better. Maybe his build is S, or build potential is S, again because it's so, you know, it's a variety and it's not a bad it's not like it's a variety because you have to pick and choose. It's variety and it's like you can get anything. Like you can pick something and you're gonna do fairly decent. Maybe that's S. Really doesn't change it. It just changes this to a 5.7. So we'll keep it at A. I might change my mind and make it S just because I like it. You know, we're just gonna make it an S. We're just gonna make it an S. I'm pretty positive that just bumps it up to 5.7. Does make it 34. 34 divided by 6. 34 divided by 6. Yeah, 5.7. So that's where we're gonna end it here. I hope my little rant on Kingdom Hearts 3 wasn't completely disjointed, and I'm pretty positive pretty sure it was. Because I'm playing, I can't multitask very well, and I'm pretty sure that's pretty apparent. Especially on the difficulty I chosen. I think that's fine. You know, I died, but more so because I was playing a game, playing at a higher difficulty, which I have to assume Traversal level 4 is where it gets a little harder. Because I was, you know, got a lot of damage. So there's that. And then stopping to react to the stuff in the game and then going back to my thought, not very easy. Definitely gonna have to learn how to do that better. But if there's anything you take from this video, Kingdom Hearts 3, don't like it. I think it's objectively a terrible game. I enjoyed the gameplay for what it was, but I did not like the story. I think the story was pretty gross. The gameplay is not as investing. It's not. I mean, granted, I think this game has a better story, and it really doesn't have that much of a story. And I still think it's better than Kingdom Hearts 3, or Kingdom Hearts as a whole. So. But if you like Kingdom Hearts 3, or if you're still ecstatic about Kingdom Hearts, I mean, more power to you. I just am not. But anyways, regardless, hopefully you're not too much of a Kingdom Hearts fanboy. I know I was at one point, but I saw the light eventually. Oh, I guess one thing I wanted to mention about Kingdom Hearts. The series is so convoluted, and from what I understand, Nomura, Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to be the last one, I believe. Maybe it's not going to be objectively the last one. Maybe it's I just know he's ready to end it. So So it's either going to be the last one or the second to the last one, but we're wrapping up. And it's not going to be a satisfying wrap up. Kind of how I feel with One Piece. But I've been told by multiple people that it's not. But at a certain point when things keep going on and on and on and on and on and on, and it just keeps growing and growing and growing, the ending of it is not going to be as very satisfying. I mean, just look at Bones. Love that TV series, but the ending to Bones after 12 seasons, I'm pretty sure it's 12 seasons. After 12 seasons, the ending is kind of anticlimactic. That ending, I put it off for so long. When I finally watched it, I was like, well, or the last season, I should say. And I enjoyed it for what it was, but I think it should have ended differently. I think it should have ended with Booth being injured and not being able to be an FBI agent anymore. Because they were getting up in age. Not that they were like that old, but they definitely could retire. Him getting injured on the job, and then Brennan, Temperance, losing her intelligence, which objectively I don't think really makes sense, but losing that level of intelligence that she had and having to resign because of that. And then relinquishing her title to the next people. Like, she's done all she can in this field. You know what? They're definitely rich enough. And then, you know, this is a time where they can actually be pulled away from that world and not always having to go back. Like, they weren't going to stop unless something made them stop, and this was... And the fact that it just kind of... Everything just came back together, and she got her intelligence back, and because of that, he was able to... Booth got his arm or wrist or whatever it was fixed in the moment, and again, anticlimactic. Another side tangent. Oh, I love my brain. But anyways, regardless of all that rambling, Jesus, I hope you enjoyed the video. Maybe you've already clicked off on this, I wouldn't blame you. A like and maybe a comment telling me to shut the f up when we're already over an hour will go a long way. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, week, month, or year, depending on if you want to continue with this channel. Toodles.